Made these all very shortly. Yes, I did figure this out. I figured out that gravity, about this stuff about gravity. I just couldn't figure out how to explain it or prove it. I mean, I'm still not going to be able to prove it, but I can explain it in a way that may be able to prove it. But I did come up with this in like December of 2022, like December 5th or something like that. December 6th. So, based on the last one, I said the positive and negative mass, that I can now state that, so, oh, this one breaks really easily. If I had, if because of the addition, okay, if the addition between negative mass and positive mass equaled the reverse relation or inverse operation, the reverse of what happened before, well then I can state that the force, I forgot I have to write everything backwards. The force of mass So, right here, I have the positive force of mass. I don't know what I've used to represent with that anyways, so the positive force of mass, I just made that up. So the positive force of mass added so, you know what? Better way to represent this. So the positive force of mass added with the opposite negative force of mass caused the reverse of the gravitational force. So I can say this is interchangeable with the change in gravitational force. The change in gravitational force of the change in force due to is okay. Here, I'll just have to read this out loud. Is pretty much. Oh wait, that's supposed to be there. Is pretty much. So the positive force of mass plus the negative force of mass caused a reverse, which would be interchangeable with the change in gravitational force. The reverse of the gravitational force, which would be interchangeable with the, here, the positive force of mass added to the negative force of mass caused the reverse of the force of gravity, which would be interchangeable with the change of the force of gravity of the change of the force of gravity. So while this would state that while you have this going on, if and only if So what I have stated here is that the positive force of mass. Okay, here. I'm not going to be very good. This thing is not very good. So here. So the positive force of mass plus the negative force of mass reversed the gravitational force would be interchangeable with the change in gravitational force of the change of gravitational force due to addition. This would mean that negative mass at the same time would be pushing outward and pushing inward. So this is going up while this is going up. This one's going down while this one's going down. So, and that is if and only if we add the positive mass, which would also mean that the positive mass is going downward, would be pushing downward, and then pushing upward and pushing upward. Both of these things would be happening at the same time, causing an equilibrium, meaning that because of all the directions in this, I state that the ball floating, the weighted ball in the hammock, because of the change in gravity, does not change the bend in space and time, or does not change the rate or the size of the bend. It states that it bends. It states how it bends. At the same time, it states that because of the change of the gravitational force doesn't mean that the bend changes size. So that would be it for that part. Bye.